G'day, I'm Chris and this is Game Chambers. We are back with Wrath of the Righteous, a Pathfinder adventure path by Paizo and computerized by Owlcat Games. Now we are partway through a dungeon area, so this is, I can't remember what it's called. We had a part of the party stolen by gargoyles, and there's a whole bunch of ghouls here. So we're all ready to level up. We have a few issues going on. So we have fatigue on social, and we are pretty low on resources in general. Now we came in here, we killed off these ghouls and explored the map a little bit outside here. And it looks like Emerylda might be further on this upper floor. So I thought I'd come back here and we'd go downstairs and just see what's down there first. If it's a whole dungeon, we might pull out, or maybe we can sleep soundly down there. Not sure. I'm reticent to sleep because I don't want to have the party or Emerylda killed off or anything like that. But because this place opened up when we used this thing, which looks like it's I think it's Yaniel maybe? I think that could be Yaniel or possibly Emerylda herself, I'm not sure. And I might be remembering a little bit from running the actual adventure path, but I have a feeling something might happen with Sealer's Sword Radiance here, so let's go and have a look and just see what's down here. So it is a little bit of a dungeon, but we'll see. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, because we are pretty low on resources and I imagine we're going to have a boss fight to deal with. Alright, let's try this door first. Surely there's going to be some encounters in here, maybe not. Ooh, okay. Stone Golem, hey? So stone golems have got magic immunity, I think. Yeah, the spell immunity's over there. They're immune to a lot of status effects and damage reduction that resists everything except adamantine damage. If he's just one, we might be able to handle it. Now, did I have a +3 weapon? Hunter's Assurance is +3. Now, +3 might overcome adamantine. I think it does. We're going to try. I'm pretty sure +3 overcomes adamantine. I might be wrong, but let's find out. Let's open with land.
You've crossed the wrong another obstacle.
So he's missed. .26 armor class. What is its damage? Okay. I'm not going to be able to smite it. We'll be able to charge it though. Now it's going to be immune to mind affecting, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Fear, compulsion, poison, charm, stun, death, ability score, drain, energy damage. It's immune to sleep, paralyzed, frightened, and stunned. It might not be immune to misfortune. Okay, so it's not immune to misfortune. Now let's put on a bit of luck onto the land, because it's going to be our DPS for this fight. Now Nenio, spell immunity. Is this a spell? It is a spell. It's round per level, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to throw anything massive at it yet. So let's just, I don't even know if she can hurt it with a crossbow, but we're going to try. So Stormburst is supernatural, so that'll work on it. It's immune to sleep, but let's see if we can lower its armor class. Okay, so it's not immune to evil eye. Alright. Let's fight defensive because I have a feeling. What was his attack bonus? I didn't even look, did I? 22. That's going to be a problem. We need you to hit now, but I probably should do something about healing you. back a touch. So I've already got Misfortune on you. Vulnerability curse. This is not going to help us here. It's immune to sleep. We'll cackle just to extend that duration. So it's basically going to be permanently misfortuned now. Can't ranged heal, can we? So let's just land.
You won't survive me.
So it's still being reduced. Alright, so maybe I'm remembering wrong there. So we want to switch back to that one. Do I have an adamantine weapon? Honorable Judgment? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have attacked this. We'll see. We'll see how we go. So we are running Bless. Align Weapon's not going to help us here. Freedom of Movement not going to help us here. Let's just drop. Let's just drop a heal onto Null just to keep him. Get him outside of the insta-death threat range.
You're irrelevant.
Alright, let's see what you can do. Nothing. Okay. Let's lower your attack rolls now. Okay, perfect. The more debuff we can make you, the more likely we are to actually get through this fight.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You know, dice rolls are not really going to work for us, are they? Keep that cackle going to keep the misfortune on. Don't really have much else that you can do I? Because you're going to be immune to sleep.
Surrender or else.
You might get a natural 20. I think you've burnt through most of your resources, haven't you? Yeah, you're all tapped out too.
Endure this.
Okay, so we can slowly wear him down here.
Begone, fiend!
It's going to be slow. It is going to be
I'll
slow.
remove this obstacle.
It's all about whether we can... It's not fighting back. Interesting. It's got the other evil eyes on it.
The light, take you.
I mean... Whipped him up.
Too late for apologies.
Make sure I do the cackle
Make every
before I take
strike
the turn.
count.
Why does it have concealment? So whatever weather condition is going on outside is still affecting us inside. Yeah, because he's got no debuffs on him, and he's got no buffs on him. It's got to have something to do with the weather, and it's
Fall!
a tad annoying that it's still
Should've listened
ongoing.
to reason.
Okay, get in there. Any of your evil eyes wear on off? This is where it'd be nice if Emerylda had cackle too. Misfortune's about to wear off. But it's supposed to... Cackle is supposed to keep that going.
Into the fray.
Is it? Oh yeah, it does. It refreshes it by 6 seconds every time I do it. Okay.
I'll hit you.
You've crossed the wrong month.
That concealment is a nightmare.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
You're irrelevant.
So... I'm going to turn real time on because it looks like he can't attack.
No
And we'll just see what happens.
without risk.
Okay. Not sure what happened there, why it didn't fight back. It could be a story reason why that thing didn't fight back. Might not have had orders to. There are dead flies in the cups. The food on the plates turned into a dry greyish mass a long time ago. Take all that. What a corpse? Is that a corpse on the ground there? No, it's just some little sticks. That was interesting. I don't know why. There's a pile of fish in the corner. Don't know why that golem didn't fight. Don't know if it's a bug or if it's supposed to be making me second guess myself now. Okay. Let's just keep looking around in here. I need you guys to do a full loop. There's a lot to loot in here, isn't there? There might be stuff in here for the storyteller. Zacharias. The guy looks undead. Zacharias, isn't he the owner of the wand that we've got? I think he is. And I think he's a crusader. Secret door there. Oh, here we go. You see an undead man dressed in a style popular among the Endeavian crusaders 100 years ago. Though long decayed, his extensive adornments indicate high status, and the clean and functional cut of his suit places its wearer in a military profession. The undead man sizes you up with a lordly glance. Greetings, Crusader! You have the honour of meeting Zacharias the Lich, the last warden of the newfound sanctuary and master of this place. I sensed you as soon as you stepped through the gates of my stronghold. There is something in your bag that belongs to me. Give me my wand, and as my oath dictates, I shall give you a gift. Sela grips her weapon and chokes out an oath. A lich! An actual lich! This isn't a laughing matter. We might not get out of this alive. The dark energy coming from the lich draws a response from inside you. A surge of power, similar to what you felt in the bandit cave, suppresses and overwhelms all other feelings and fills you with new sensations. You lose control over your own body for a moment, as your hands, as if alive of their own, dive into the bag and take Zacharias' wand out. You would swear that it trembles with impatience, like a dog too far away from its beloved master. No, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't... No. Wait, what? Giving him the wand is evil and requires a lich mythic path? I thought Zacharias was supposed to be the martyr, one of the great crusaders that fought against the demonic hordes. I think, well, personally I struggle to see that as evil, and I don't see how returning his wand to him is an evil act for Emerylda. Let's find out a bit more about him first, because maybe it is actually an evil act, we just don't know enough yet. I want to know more about you. What exactly would you know? My feats are sung in legend. Surely every crusader knows of them. Life beyond death has been a tedious term of imprisonment in this fortress, surrounded by foolish and maddening demons. My only occupation here has been observing the crusaders retreat, further and further losing city after city. The day those vacant mortals give up Dresden, I stopped calling myself a crusader and began to despise them. Oh. Once you are free, will you rejoin the crusade? The Lich responds with mocking laughter. I'll become a crusader again, not a chance. I've already given them too much of my time, and I have killed enough demons. No, when we are finished, I shall be on my way, and the crusaders should pray that our paths don't ever cross again. So he's not going to work against us, but he's got a life and an unlife of killing demons and in support of the crusade. That warrants something. How have you survived? The pathetic spawn are no threat to me. The Lich chuckles arrogantly. They've tried to attack me a few times, but swiftly regretted it. Then I grew tired of their interference and concealed my chambers with a spell. When I required a book from the library, I would go there in an invisible guise, and they had no idea I was beside them. You're considered a hero. How did you become undead? Grinding his teeth, the Lich answers, "I was no hero, but a talented fool who struck off to the crusade to entertain his pride. I adored the praise of the murmuring mediocrities. How flattered I was when a heap of stone on a mountainside was given into my care. They told us our struggle was important. Such folly." As I sat trapped here, I realized I had wasted my powers, my time and my talents in their battles. I believed the tales of good and right that must be protected. But even in the kingdom of good, there are those who wield power and those who obey. All these wars are merely an attempt to hold on to power. It matters not whose. Never again shall I wage war for anyone's power but my own. Why did you take up death magic? While I yet lived, I often thought of how superior were the undead compared to the living. The Crusader army has suffered endless defeat, while an undead army would long ago have driven the demons back to the depths of the world wound. But though the dead would be the perfect warriors, they would answer to imperfect living masters. I needed a better solution. I studied vampires but found them too ruled by passion and thus utterly unsuitable. Then I considered the Lich. A Lich is the perfect undead being. It can possess fantastic power, its mind survives the transformation, and it is eternal. I envisioned an army of crusaders led by immortal Liches, and I grew certain of my fate. But the process of becoming a Lich takes years, and it is dangerous and tiresome. And most importantly, it is only possible for one mortal in a million. Thus I began to work on a ritual that will allow any mortal to become a Lich. All without decades of practicing magic or even wielding any magic power at all. Of course, I had to keep this research a secret, but in the end I succeeded. On the day the newfound sanctuary fell, I completed the ritual and became what I am today. I don't have any more questions. Now you realize who you are dealing with. Do not forget it, for your own sake. What do you want from me? Arrogance rings in the Lich's voice. Give me the wand and humbly beg for my help, and I shall not deny it. If you show yourself a worthy crusader, I shall prepare a ritual that will turn you into a Lich. You will become an immortal being, and all shall bow down before you. And you won't even have to devote your short life to preparing this great event. By the time I finish preparations for the ritual, you won't have even aged a year, and shall be free from my magic oath, and may finally leave this place. And then you and I shall never meet again. Don't listen to him. No matter what he's got or what promises he makes, you'll be turned into an undead. That's not just shedding some unwanted flesh and bone. It will spell the end of any and all humanity you currently possess. It is evil. Too bad I didn't get such an offer. Girl, you must say yes, and I will record the metamorphosis happening to you in the encyclopedia. Do it, if not for yourself, for science. So this is interesting. Emerylda would return the wand, but she has no desire for lichdom. I don't seem to have the option to give him the wand and discuss other rewards, like, rescue by crusaders, give us a boon. I don't want lichdom, but I also don't want to make an enemy of the Lich. Maybe we can get there if we ask more questions. I have some questions about your proposition. Questions? The Lich exclaims in irritation. Give me my wand, and I shall take you as an apprentice. Prove that you are a worthy crusader, and I shall conduct a ritual that will make you a Lich. The oaths binding me will finally fall, and we shall disappear from each other's lives forever. What can be unclear about this? Why is this not an option? So, this is actually something that's been really frustrating me with this game. You have very binary options. It seems like you have to be a self-righteous paladin that wants to do everything in his order to be lawful good, or you have to be a chaotic evil dick that just wants to go around and destroy and be as evil as possible. There's no road for the middle ground here. I don't want to kill him and learn from his records. Why would you offer this power to me? A low growl escapes the Lich before he speaks. Do not flatter yourself. Fate has decided this. Not I, who is bound by magic oaths. Only by fulfilling them will I be able to leave this pathetic place. When I was foolish and taken with Crusader ideals, I made a mistake. I feared that becoming a lich might change me. I feared becoming a villain. That's fair. And so I bound myself with a magic oath which stops me from leaving this place until a worthy crusader comes here to return my wand and seek my aid. I dispatched my apprentice Teldon to spread word of my final wishes, and so began my wait for crusaders who would appear to accept my knowledge. But the days passed, and with them came a new understanding. What a magnificent idiot I had been! I had bound myself in a pointless oath, never thinking of the consequences. But now you are here, and the oath is about to be fulfilled. I shall wait no longer. Enough priceless time has been lost. What exactly are you going to do with me? Becoming a lich is a complicated process. Most talented mages could not prepare for it if they devoted their entire lifetimes to the endeavour. It requires years to train and transform one's spirit, unless you have a brilliant mage on your side. I have invented a ritual that will allow me to prepare you myself. I don't want this. That's enough, I am not becoming a lich. Why is this wand important? The lich answers condescendingly. The wand is far more than just a toy used to cast spells. It is my phylactery, the charmed vessel which holds my soul. Sorry, that should be my soul cage. So long as it remains intact, I am eternal. If I am destroyed, I shall be reborn again near the spiritual anchor of my phylactery. Be diligent and obedient to my will, and you too will become immortal. That is not its main value. To be free of my oath, I must grant my power to a worthy crusader who brings me my wand and asks for my help. Till that day, I serve as a prisoner in this pathetic abode. Everything is clear to me now. So long as I have the wand, you are in my power. That doesn't sound like a good thing to say to a lich. That would be most convenient for you, wouldn't it? Sorry to disappoint you. If you refuse my instructions, I will kill you, and your corpse will deliver my wand back to Canabras, and I will wait another 100 years until another crusader comes to my door. But I value my time, as I suspect you value your life. It is better for both of us that you heed my words. Everything is clear to me now. I hope you realize what a generous offer I've made to you. So, Lich, may I offer myself as a specimen to be transformed into a Lich? It is the only way I can experience and impartially record all the sensations of this magnificent process. You must see me as a colleague. We are both devotees of science. And Nenio could become a Lich. I'm fine with that. The Lich fixes his cold stare on Nenio. You are not the bearer of my wand. I have no interest in you. I'll give her the wand. Take your time to think about it. Your name will be immortalized in my encyclopedia, after all. No. You didn't even ask what the encyclopedia was. It will gather all the knowledge in existence from across Galarian, without any division into black and white, just dry, exhaustive facts. This will be a great book to determine the direction of the advancement of science towards a happy future. The Lich pauses and turns his head to you. When you become a Lich, get rid of her, or you'll lose one of the main advantages of undeath. Silence. Right. Now, we still haven't unlocked any options here that I like. So I can give him my respect and applaud him with the chaotic response, which doesn't make sense at all for Emerylda to say anything there. It also does not make sense for her to attack him. It makes sense to give him the wand, but she doesn't want the transformation. So we're going to give him the wand, and hopefully we don't have to accept the Lich transformation. It belongs to you. Sealer frowns. What do you think you're doing? You've performed an evil action. Well, I don't see it as an evil action, but we'll see. The game does. Green light shines in the Lich's eyes, and his arrogant tone offends the air. So, common sense wins out. How commendable. Otherwise, I should have had to kill you. But I have other plans for you. Except this, my gift. Had we met under different circumstances, I'd never even consider sharing my power. My oath obliges me. I, Zacharias, shall hereby fulfill my vow. A worthy crusader has come and returned my wand to me. Now I may leave this prison, and you shall become my apprentice. Well, I don't want that. For my first order as your master, you must truly show yourself a worthy crusader, or my oath will not be fulfilled, and I am merely wasting my time. Meanwhile, I shall begin my work. I shall reach the very depths to your soul. What you've got to alter it, ready for eternity. You will not regret that our paths have crossed. Up there you will find the master of this fortress. Nulkineth is expecting you. The demon is so witless he doesn't even suspect I'm here, but he is strong and tiresome. It's high time someone disposed of him. I shall assist you in this. Although my own brothers in arms are long dead, their hatred for the demon is far stronger than death. They will help you kill Nulkineth. Do not disturb the dead. I'll deal with this on my own. Zacharias' voice sounds irritated. You must learn to command them, not vouchsafe their peace. However, it shall be as you wish. Now go and test your mettle, my apprentice. I have no more time for this. So, he's not going to be freed unless he turns me into a Lich. Well, that's a bit unfortunate for him, because Emerylda's not turning into a Lich. So I guess I have misunderstood the deal a little bit. So he needs the Crusader to accept the transformation into a Lich to get out. Surely just providing his aid, though, will be enough to break his to fulfill the vow. We'll see if we can go down that path. If we can get him out without having to actually become a Lich, we will. Otherwise, we might actually have to fight him. Could be frustrating.
I found.
Where's the switch to this? Oh, back here somewhere. There it is. I do like this mechanic with putting the ability to, the spots to disarm the trap somewhere apart from just on the floor, which is so common in this style of game. Hey, keep going, Emerylda. We'll see what we can find in here, shall we? There's another door. Another room in the library. A spectre. You're probably confident you would need Ghost Touch to deal with you. And I don't have Ghost Touch on anyone except for Social. It's just the one, it's probably not an issue. Native levels and stone golems. That's actually an issue.
You won't survive me.
Okay, maybe it's not so much of an issue. It's annoying.
The light take you.
Let's just deal with this one first. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's another spectre. Okay. We may as well save.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
You don't have magic at all at the moment, so you're going to hit him. Well, looks like we're going to have to sleep down. We've taken multiple negative levels. That's pretty much a hard lock for continuing.
Into the fray.
Drop seeing stats just in case this one actually makes an attack on us. Everything's making it safe.
Begone, fiend!
Another magic missile, or was that it? That was it. What about magic missile scrolls? Yes.
Nice try. Didn't work though. Go.
Did I do that on Nino? That should have casted her full caster level. And where are we? Scroll focus. So, otherwise, you know, scroll specialization. Ah, so it's only the DC, not the cast level of the spell. Okay.
Make every strike count.
So how's Sealer looking? 6 negative levels. If she took one more, she would have died. Yeah, she's gonna have to sleep. Are they negative? Permanent or?
The inheritor.
Don't.
Guide my
Yeah, she's not making
blade.
that. Do I have any more restorations? No. Alright, it's not really going to affect this thing, is it? Let's just lower. Which one did I get him with? Got him with attack rolls, so let's lower his armor class now. Oh, he made his save that time.
This will leave a bruise.
Okay, that's going to be a problem. Watching raise, effective a spell resistance, yeah.
Yes.
And you've used yours too, haven't you? Yeah.
Fall!
That was nice. Good crit. Well, we're gonna have to sleep, so let's... I don't want to, but I can't carry on with 6 negative levels on Sealer. Don't think Smite's gonna work on
The
it.
light. Take you.
Crit! Nice work. Unexpected crit, but... Storm bursting. Lower that. A mischance.
You won't stop us.
I will bring down the divine
And then slowly
wrath.
wear him down. So it's a bit tougher than the other one, because it actually is
I'll
making
remove this
attacks.
obstacle.
You won't survive me.
Yeah, we pretty much got him
Into
now.
the fray.
Really need to get some more restoration scrolls. They're going to throw so many negative levels at us.
Surrender or else.
She can't even get through the damage reduction.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Alright, let's save it again. Finish looting this area. What was that? Heal. It's powerful. Undeath to death, vampiric shadow shield. So I have a rod of scroll of restoration? No, it was scroll to remove disease, wasn't it? Maximize. Lesser maximize. Well, that might go for you, because you're the one that rolls damage spells. And healing spells. So the heal scroll will be phenomenally useful. Oh, what is that? Duality of Conjuration and Summoning. This book allows you to summon a demon or angel once per day. If the owner is evil alignment, it summons 1d2 plus 1 monadic divas. If the owner is good alignment, it summons d2 plus 1 Nabasu demons. There's a 10% chance that they will break free. Or what? The book has 10 pages, and each time you get one of the following scrolls random. Huh. Interesting. What's that worth? 2,000. It's worth that much, but we might still put it on Emerylda. Knowledge Arcana and Perception. Perception and Law Nature. Well, somebody else can have one of these, surely. You're going to have that because it's got summoning. I wonder if... what did I just take off you? Knowledge Arcana and Perception. Oh yeah, we've already leveled. That's what it looks like. Okay, what's the Imp give us? Trickery and Stealth. Well, that doesn't help me. Knowledge Arcana. Who's got Knowledge Arcana? Let's have a look. You've got Perception. You've got Knowledge Arcana, but you don't have Perception. And no one's going to get both of them. No one wants an imp familiar, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Right, this is a huge issue, so let's do our level ups. We'll see, is there room to actually sleep in here? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Green. Okay, so we can set up camp here. Alright, so really don't want to do this, but with all those negative levels on Sealer, we kind of have to. Unless I've got Restoration, let's go through this bucket load of stuff and see what we've got. If we've got Restoration, we don't need to sleep, but if we don't have Restoration, we have no choice. And does heal get rid of negative levels? Info. Immediately ends. Ability damage, blinded, exhausted, fatigued, nausea, poison, sickened, and stunned. Does not remove negative levels. Didn't think so. Yeah, we don't have Fairy Fire. We don't have Restoration because it's definitely got a face. Let's get a potion. Restoration lesser. Does not restore permanent ability drain. So dispels magic attempt, reducing one of the subject's ability scores. Cures ability damage. Doesn't do anything to negative levels. Mage armor. What's this one? Remove paralysis. Potion of remove paralysis is a bit annoying, isn't it? Oh, I'm paralyzed, but then you can't actually drink the potion to remove the paralysis. Alright. So we don't seem to have an option here for anything else. And with 6 negative levels going up against a Nabasu, if he lands a single negative level on Sealer, she's out of the fight and there's nothing we can do. So, against my better judgment, we are going to save it as sleep, because I hate sleeping in dungeons. But there's no restoration scrolls to buy to take with us on this adventure, and we have run out of restoration spells, so we have little choice. So let's do our level ups. Alright, so we're going to stick with Shaman. Now, for our stat point, we could go Intelligence to get more skills, or Strength to increase our attack bonus, which I don't really care about, or we just go Wisdom and just keep raising that. So we'll get another one at 12, another one at 16, and another one at 20, so we'll go that way. Okay, Persuasion, Trickery, and Religion. Now we get a new hex. Let's see what we get. Okay. Blast until they're hit. So that's like a... So we probably actually need... Chant. So that enchants our evil eyes. That's probably what we're going to do. That one is just like a lesser restoration or a purity. That's actually quite good too. Tangling Curse is a really good one. But if we had extra hex as a feat, we would totally have been getting as many of these as we could get. So I think we're going to take Chant just to keep our evil eye running, maybe? Healing is once per day, per person, not very useful. Fortune is once per day, per person as well, so not super useful. Immune to sleep and paralysis could be useful, but I think Chant. Chant Aura of Purities could be useful here. We're going to go with Chant though, it just gets our evil eyes running permanently. Healer's Touch. Okay, just heals anyone with negative hit points. not that exciting. Alright, Lan. We're going to stick with Divine Hunter for you. What are we picking up? Second Animal Focus. We're not even using that, have we? Staff of Order. Well, that could actually be handy. But the domain's -2, so it's down here. The Zen Archer would have given us nothing, really. Unless we pick up Rapid Shot, which we would only do to pick up Many Shot, which is probably something we should think about. Raise Companion. So we're just getting more spells here, so we're just gonna... we'll just stick with it. His spells and his buffs are very useful. We're going to go to Strength because it increases his damage. Wisdom, we only need 16 Wisdom for all of his spells, and nothing relies on a save, so we might buff the Wisdom or the Charisma later, but for now, definitely going that Strength. Go his skills. Now his spell. So this is first level spell. We're going to get a new one. Lead Blades is handy for melee, so we're going to grab that. This is his third level spell. He's going to get 2 of them. Okay. Magic Fang Greater. Probably a good choice here for his animal companion. Feather Step Mass. Could be good. Life Blast. No, Long Strider. If Disease, Soothing Mud is a good spell, but we've already got it on Emerylda. One hour per level for Long Strider. It's only personal though, so it's not that great. Also not that great. Chameleon Stride Greater. So what does that do? I think that just gives you a stealth bonus. So we might go with one of these protection or resist energies. So this one increases the energy resistance. This one gives you a ablative shield essentially. We might go with resist energy. Communal. What's he already got? He's got another one, doesn't he? Protection from chaos. Normal resist energy. Yeah, okay. So if you stick with the resist energy.
A bright future awaits
Sealer.
us.
Definitely sticking with Paladin for you. What are we getting? Aura of Resolve, immune to Charm. Okay, yep. Look at your terrible stats. Let's round out your decks. Actually, you're wearing full plate, so it's not going to help your armor class, is it? Let's try and raise that con. Or do we go the Charisma? Because the Charisma is what all of our stuff scales with. Constitution or Charisma? Constitution is rather low. We're going to get that up, actually. And what do I do with that final point? It's kind of wasted, isn't it? My Weapon Bond Disruption. So that's actually going to be handy. Holy as well. Also very nice. Yeah, okay, that's definitely going to be useful.
Anything new?
Nenio! Alright, so level 8 Scroll Savant. Why? How is that even a thing? You're a wizard. We're just going to go Intelligence. There's nothing else you do with wizards, you always just go Intelligence. It looks like that's going to let us max out your law religion too. So you max all your law skills. Now... 4th level spells, Rainbow Pattern, Fascinate. So, Fascination in tabletop is a non-combat spell. It doesn't actually do anything outside of combat, because as soon as you make an aggressive movement towards a fascinated creature, it breaks the fascination. It could actually work in this, so I'm assuming it is going to actually work nicely in here. So we're going to take that and probably greater invisibility. Let's see what else we got. Dimension Door is good. Obsidian Flow was really good. It should do damage and make them fall over, I think. Oh, it's just an Entangled. Oh yeah, no, it still makes them mobility and fall over, so that's a fantastic spell. Great crowd control and a little bit of damage as well. Symbol of Revelation gives us some of our precious diamond dust. Look at all these necromancy. Why would they make her favoured school illusion and then not give us any good illusion spells? Like, I guess I've already got Phantasmal Killer. Not a fan of taking Rainbow Pattern, to be honest. Am a fan of taking Obsidian Flow, though. And what else do we have in here? Because we can make scrolls of spells that are in our spellbook that are against our opposition schools. That's the word I'm thinking of. So Dimension Door is always good, but I kind of want to get it to try it and see if it is actually good. But I just know that the tabletop version is a non-combat spell. Illusion, Fascination is not something you can use in a fight. Well, could always grab the pit. I don't know if they've fixed the issues with the pit. Well, we're going to take it. Okay.
Yes.
Ember. This should get Ember to level 4 spells too. Actually, this will be nice. And again, Caster. You just level the casting stat. Use Magic Device and your 2 knowledges. Okay. I think you're going to go Evil Eye as well. I wonder why these icons aren't working. Because you actually have Chant as well. And now, some 4th level spells. 1 4th level spell. So this is something that you're going to be casting over and over. There is Volcanic Storm. It is bludgeoning and fire, but not much bludgeoning and fire. It's more about the difficult terrain that you're creating, and it might not be that useful. And that is the only fire spell. This has got to be the worst archetype to put in the game and then not give access to any fire magic. So there was nothing available at 3rd level for fire magic, nothing available at 4th level with fire magic except for Volcanic Storm, which is not a damage spell. So she's really quite a terrible character, purely based upon the options that are in the game. Like, if there was some good fire spells here, we'd be laughing. But there's not. So what are we going to do instead? We could just rely on you for buffing. Because Death Ward is a really good spell. You might do that. Then you've got Death Ward to throw down before a fight. You've got Heroism to throw down before a fight. Yeah. Immune to energy drain and remove any negative. It does not remove negative levels. Okay. But yeah, immune to negative energy. That is going to be amazing. So I've been copping so much of that. So that'll help protect what's happened to Sealer happening again.
Not your eyes.
Alright, straight into Cleric, obviously. And straight into Wisdom, also, obviously. Holy Lance, hey? What's this do? Touch a weapon. A weapon you touch gets the Holy special weapon quality for a number of rounds equal to half your level. So that's going to be, what, 4 rounds? That's really good. Okay. And Null. Yep, you're going to stay as a bully. Ooh, okay. So that's going to increase your armor class. That's going to increase your hit points. I'm going to go with hit points. And for your skills, Doesn't really matter. Okay, now let's do some spell preparation. Alright, so we got an extra spell slot. What are we going to bring along? We got Communal Protection from Energy, Ice Storm. Don't really want to bring Restoration again, but we kind of need it, don't we? Yeah. Spike Stones is a good spell. I wonder if I should be bringing Dismissal. Save or die spell for demons, essentially. I haven't used Ice Storm. Maybe I'll bring Dismissal instead of Ice Storm. Protection from Energy Communal is good to have. Okay. Third level, you've got another one. Nature's Exile, what's this? Curses, creature touch, no. Neutralize, no. In Spirit Magic slot, we have to have one of them, so we've got one. We could pick up another Resist Energy Communal, but we've got that. Protection, single person. Blindness, let's just grab another Call Lightning. Animate Dead. I wonder if that counts as a summon. Doesn't seem to have summon listed there. Alright, second level. With Paralysis. So Whole Person is not a useful spell at the moment for you. Potentially better with a Sickening Entanglement or a Bark Skin on there. Go with that. Although Bark Skins goes on there. So Restoration Lesser is not going to be super useful now. So we'll put Bark Skin in. Let's see how we go. 2 Blesses, 2 Entangles, 2 Cure Lights. Yeah, fine with that. Alright, Lan. So yours are useful today. Prayer. Cool. Sealer. Alright, so at first level, I have never cast Challenge Evil. Probably should look at my other options then, shouldn't I? Magic Weapon, Virtue, what's that do? Temporary, yeah, no. Stunning Barrier, no. Choose Sacred Bonus, what's the bonus from this? Sacred Bonus, it is not going to stack. Bless Weapon. That could be handy. Or maybe I need to use Challenge Evil more often. Probably switch to Bless Weapon. Let's just try it out. Now at second level, so we've got Bestow Grace. What are these litanies? Fascinated? No. No. Aura of Greater Courage. Until the end of the duration, all allies are immune to fear. Yeah, let's go with that. If we're going up against something that causes fear. God, just got so many spells. Anyway. I've never cast Vanish, so let's just throw another Magic Missile in there. Now, Web, I'm not using Web very much, so... I've got 1 Glitter Dust in there. Got 1 Pit, which I haven't really used. I have needed a second mirror image at times, so let's throw that in. And... second Glitter Dust, and I can probably be more inclined to use it then. Now, third level... be nice to have another Displacement and another Haste. Now, fourth level, let's grab Obsidian Flow. Okay, you don't need to prepare. Now, here we go, the Cleric. Okay, so you do get another first level spell. Let's So we're not running out of blesses, which is good. True Strike is not going to help us. So I got multiple pages? No. Let's put Divine Favor. I've already got one on there. I got a Shield of Faith on there, but I'm not casting them. I need to cast them. I've already got an Unbreakable Heart elsewhere. I've got to remove Sickness Prepared. I think that I've even got that on here, don't I? Yeah, I do. Already got to remove this. I'm not using many of your first level spells, am I, SOCL? Put another Divine Favor in there. We might be more inclined to actually cast it. Alright, so your second level, happy with your second level spells. Yeah, not too worried about them. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of Dispel Magic. It is very useful to have. Another Prayer is going to be good. 4th level, you haven't used Freedom of Movement or Correction from Energy very often, but when you need them, you'll be happy you've got them. Now, your DCs aren't going to be very high for these sort of things. Greater Magic Weapon, Freedom of Movement. I mean, another Death Ward, but now we've picked up Death Ward on Ember. Don't need it on here. Dismissal? DC 19. What did Emerylda have on her Dismissal? It's 19 as well. Okay, so it's the same DC as Emerylda. Save or Die spell, or another Freedom of Movement. It's 10 minutes per level, so it's pretty good duration. Very powerful spell when you need it, although Restoration is something... I'm actually resting now because I ran out of Restoration, so I guess that's probably a good sign that I should make sure I prepare at least one more Restoration. I've prepared 2 more. I'm probably going overboard now on Restorations. We're kind of being forced to. Force an evil creature that does not have the evil subtype to reflect on its past actions. Oh, okay. Might as well just take Dismissal. Do I really need 4 restorations? I'm going from 2 to 3. Yeah, I think I do. I don't want to, but until I can get a scroll, some scrolls of it, I'm going to need them. Okay. Let's see if it's possible to sleep in this place and see what happens. If we lose 0 birth, we lose 0 birth. So Protective Rituals. Why are you -3? Oh, because your level is so low. Yep. Will that work? So yours got the best chance, but I guess I could get... No, okay. We're a long way off corruption. What cooking can we do? Onion soups, it's saving throws. Let's heal. Let's just speed. That could be really quite useful. 1.5 temporary hit points per level for a day, so it's like 12 more hit points for the whole party. Could also be quite useful actually. Bonus to attack rolls. But we do struggle hitting things, so that could be quite good too. This one bonus to saving throws. Don't need full heal. Don't need skill checks. Movement speed, okay. I might actually go with the attack rolls. Yes. I'm going to do a Curse Pilaf. Not going to worry about scribing and scrolls, and... Alright. Let's see if we can survive in here. If the Vescivores had just wanted to live like regular grasshoppers, we would have let them go, right? But they turned out to be mean. That's sad. That's so sweet. Here's an interesting fact. Although Vescivores form swarms like locusts, their hives are distinctly bee-like in nature. The queen of the swarm can fly off and hide in a remote cave. But I suppose you're all aware of that already. Okay. So we've successfully rested, but we failed to weaken the impact of the corruption. It's a bit annoying. Missed it by 1. It's fine. Okay, so now we've got all these negative levels. Let's fix them up.
Protects us.
With a restoration spell. How many negative levels can it get rid of? All of them? Cool. Alright. We got that off too. Let's save it there. That's probably a really good spot to wrap things up. We've rested. We've restored Sealer, got all of our resources back, we'll buff up, we'll head back out and see what else we can do, because we're probably going to have some more spectres and stuff over here, and then we've got to go up and deal with Nulkineth, and then we have this deal that we've made with the Necromancer that we're going to renege on, so he's probably not going to be very happy with us, but we'll see how we go. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode.